You could believe that? We back. Lucky number 7, boy. If you're paying attention to the promo on the socials, you would see we rolling the dice this evening. But welcome everybody. Welcome to Inter Nationals. Your boy Valdez Brooks here. Your lucky host this afternoon. We have a special guest, somebody who, well, to continue the theme of rolling the dice, somebody who I don't know anything about, to be honest. And I wasn't able to do much preparation because the woman's social media is non-existent. So it's somebody also I'm very interested in finding out more about, though. So I'm looking forward to this interview and this discussion. She's so far what I know of her is very interesting, very intriguing. She has a really good energy, and I'm sure we will enjoy this conversation that is coming up. But before that, a little housekeeping. Thank you everybody who tuned in last week. Thank you to the people who have tuned in before and taking the show not live, but make sure to check us out after during the week and leave little comments and tell us things that you like and ask questions and so on. We really appreciate that. Thank you very much. To the people who have donated to our Donate 68 campaign so far, thank you as well. We need every little bit that coming in, right? Wells. This may be the final show for this year. Our season is a bit truncated, because next week, as we all know, is Christmas Eve, and the week after that, next week Wednesday, is Christmas Eve, and the next Wednesday is All Year's. So we may not be back on the channel till 2026. We're in 25, right? So we might be saying goodbyes at the end of this episode, or we might try a thing, but we can't let Matix know, because he say we close down for the year after this, right? So I think we good to go. The guest is here. She was on time. The guest is ready. I ready. You ready? Let's take a little break, and we'll come back and we'll have a discussion with our guest, Leanne Alexander.
Need to raise funds for your next creative project, event, or invention? Or maybe you or a family member are raising funds for much-needed medical treatment. Now, you can get started raising that much-needed cash via Donate68.com, the newest 100% homegrown crowdfunding platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Donate68.com accepts donations from all major credit cards, but not only that, for those without a credit card, you can use your everyday Visa debit card to make donations. So log on today and create a campaign for your next passion project, startup, or cause. Share your campaign with your community of family, friends, and supporters to get the financial backing you need. Donate68.com, funding your culture.
I really like that intro team, Big up Detonator, big up Obredrin Bidawi, big up Quincy. I know all you'll be watching this. I really appreciate all you putting that together for me so long ago, and we finally get to use it, boy. We might remix it for the next season, though. But we'll talk about that. So I have a guest next to me here who you all will meet very shortly. Like I said, she's somebody who I didn't know before. So far in the show, I think what we on episode 7, we probably talked to, 9-10 people, and most of them have been friends of mine. I think only 2 were people that had some interaction with before. But this lady next to me is somebody who I meet this year, and who is the proprietor, the new proprietor of one of my favorite watering holes. If all you know me, you know I like to lime, right? Let's put that out there in the open, right? I really like to lime. I like to hang out, especially with places where, you know, the music is different and interesting. So one of these places is Dalai Lama in One Woodbrook Place, and I have been what you call that, boy? I've been a fan and a contributing member since the bar opened, right? And they've recently changed hands, and I've gotten to know a little bit about the new proprietor, and I think it's important also that we recognize a different kind of inter-outer national. So we've dealt with people who've grown up in Trinidad and left. We've dealt with people who were born out of Trinidad, moved around and came back to Trinidad. We've dealt with the representatives, the athletes and officials and so on. Sporting officials, that is. Who else? Right. The people who pretty much live more or less all the time outside and come back and making Trinidad their home after a significant period of time. I think it's important that we acknowledge that dynamic, and we speak to those kind of people as well, because they come back with a wealth of experience and, you know, knowledge in different things. So with that long intro out of the way, let me introduce you to my guest, Leanne Alexander. Miss Alexander. Oh, you like that Christmas? You like that one, eh?
That was funny. That's fun.
Right. So we get Alexander for Christmas. One that we could actually, you know, see what, let me get into that. Welcome to Inter National.
Thank you.
Leanne, thank you for coming.
Of course.
Thank you for picking this up on such short notice. This episode, you know, they like to say, man does plan and God does laugh, right? Mm-hmm. So this episode was supposed to be, in my mind, the Lonely Londoners episode, right?
Okay.
I think that was Sam Selvon's book.
Mm-hmm.
So I was planning to get some friends in London because it's cold there now, and you know, talk to them about, you know, prepping for Christmas and all of that, and all of them left. So
they've all gone back to London.
They all left London, or on the way down, or sometimes they're all over the place. So I couldn't get 3 or 4 people in the same place, so we had to scrap that. We had to scrap that idea.
I hope that episode happens though. It's a great book.
Yeah, we gotta do something. But like I say, man does plan and God does laugh. So I ain't doing 2 things I learned so far doing this show is 1, don't overthink it, and 2, don't plan too much. So
that's great life lessons, actually.
Listen, so far so good at working for me.
Yeah.
So thank you for taking me up on such short notice. Why I have so much problems with that? It was Saturday I saw you and I was like, hey Leanne, you think you can make the show next week? And she's like, yeah, sure.
Of course.
Like, thank you.
Anything for you.
Right.
As you said, you're a contributing member of the Dalai Lama, so anything for you.
Yeah, we'll get into that. So, all right, where we starting here, boy? Because like I said before, I wasn't able to get any information on you before. I like to, you know, do my little scooping and my little background research and thing, but nothing good. So,
well, I'm not really online, so there's very little to find of me online.
Congratulations.
Which is very unique for this age and time.
Yeah.
I don't have Instagram. I have a Twitter. They call it X now. I very rarely post on there. I'm on a couple job sites. If you look really hard, you might find me.
Right, yeah. I had to get a LinkedIn back up.
Yeah. And my LinkedIn, of course.
Right. So everything you all hearing here this evening, I will be hearing pretty much for the first time.
Okay.
Outside of our little pieces, our conversations at the bar when
Yeah.
you're serving and you're up and down and all of that.
Yeah, I feel like we talk about music a lot.
Well, and that's the next thing. I feel this episode is going to be about music, but
I'm very excited.
I will be surprised if it's not.
It must be.
So
it must be.
I think our common denominator and our reference points are all based on something musical, whether it's a music video,
Yes.
a different style of music, a artist, a album, what not to play after. So
Exactly.
right. So where we go start? Were you born in Trinidad?
I was born in San Fernando General Hospital. I'm from Superior originally, big up
Right.
South Trinidad. It's where Machel Montano is from, secondly, because he was born in Carenage. But
So
we claim
Carenage
Machel.
and- yeah, all
we
right.
claim Machel, we claim Farmanapi. We
Well,
claim Ecstatic.
I'm from Carenage, but you could borrow.
We'll
you
borrow
could
him.
borrow
We'll borrow
Marshall.
him. He spent most of his life here. He
Listen.
spent most of his life in Superior.
You could borrow Marshall.
I actually have a video of me yelling out, "Big up Prana," when he had his movie release at Brooklyn Museum. It's a treasured memory because he was like, yeah. So I take great credit for that. So born in San Fernando General Hospital, grew up in Superior, went to St. Joseph's Convent in San Fernando. Shout out to all the convent girls
Yeah, all right.
listening
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, shout out to all the comments.
I know. Yeah. Shout out all the schools in Trinidad, but yeah, big up all the convent girls. And moved to Brooklyn as a teenager. And it's where I've spent actually most of my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. I bounced around Brooklyn a lot, but spent most of my time in Bed-Stuy.
Hey, Bed-Stuy, do or die, boy. Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Right. So how was? So you didn't leave as a kid. You left in your teens.
Yeah, I left in my teens.
So you had a pretty good understanding or a pretty good mind space of
Right.
where you were in Trinidad, and you knew that was going to change. When you left, what time of the year was it? It was in between schools, so you went up there.
Yeah,
summer.
I left in the summer.
Right. Okay. So you didn't get a shock.
No. No. And both my parents are teachers too. My mom's a
okay.
teacher, my dad's a teacher. My older sister is actually a teacher too. So,
So I'm to you.
well, we'll get to that. But
Right.
I went to school all year, and a lot of people who were in my life, a lot of my school friends, a lot of my cousins, we all went to school. The only days we didn't go to school were Good Friday, Easter Sunday, and Christmas Day.
Good Lord.
We always had school. My dad was very much like
That's like the church kids.
Exactly,
You know, if your father is a pastor and your mother in the choir, you in church right through.
Exactly. And I'm Catholic too, so a lot of church, which I love. I love being Catholic. I love having Catholic parents, growing up in a Catholic family, and having teachers as parents. So my dad actually got hired by the New York City Board of Education because he taught autistic children.
Right, okay.
He actually got his degree from University of the West Indies right here in Trinidad.
Nice.
And got hired by New York. So we moved then. And I would say it wasn't necessarily a culture shock in that I was going abroad with my family to visit other family that we had in New York and in Canada and in Baltimore and in DC and in Florida.
Before
For a
the
long
actual
time.
move, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the benefit of having parents as teachers is that you always get breaks. So even living in New York, I would be home during the summer, during Christmas. And then as I got older and I had the autonomy, I just came on my own. So
Right, okay.
I never necessarily left home. But I definitely found more of myself living in Brooklyn.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So what was your area or your field of study academically while you were there?
I went to Hunter College, big up public school, City University of New York. Hunter was founded as a women's college for teachers. So a lot of women went to that school to become teachers. And I actually studied biology and sociology. So the path for me was to become a medical student.
Right, okay.
But very early on, I didn't have the discipline necessarily. I mean, I did pretty okay in school. And I was on the dean's list a couple of times, but I just did not have the focus to like get to a point where medical school is in my future. And actually, while doing components of my medical school application, I started working at a medical school, and I kind of bounced around in terms of jobs there. I was, of course, working in a lab, but then I did some stuff in an office, and I got pretty good at what we were doing there around fundraising.
Right.
So I kind of fell in love with it. I worked really closely with the women in that office and felt like working in nonprofit, I still was doing some of what I like doing, helping people, raising money, spending money for good causes.
It's very important. We know the importance of raising money over here.
Yeah. And I kind of got really good at it. So I didn't necessarily think that I was going to work in the nonprofit space and the philanthropy space in my life, but I ended up just kind of falling into it and falling in love with it.
Right.
Yeah.
How does one fall in love with fundraising and philanthropy?
So I would say I love doing philanthropy more than I like doing fundraising. Fundraising is hard.
You're telling me fundraising?
Yes. But it's hard specifically. If you are raising money for, and this is going to be controversial, but in America, if you raise money for animals, it's very easy. If you raise money for causes where people, are able to like develop a savior complex, it's really easy to raise money. But if you're raising money for young people to go to school,
problems.
It's not really, something that moves people so much. But I had the benefit of having face-to-face relationships with donors to fundraise. You take them out to dinner, you take them out to lunch, you schmooze them a little bit. I'm very good at schmoozing, apparently.
Listen, you're real good at schmoozing.
Yeah, and you get them to sign the checks. I would say though, even though there's more Black people working in nonprofit fundraising and philanthropy, we're still very much a minority. Like in New York, I know all of the Black people that work at foundations, even though I've left that world a while now, but it's still very small. And as a Black women fundraiser, it's kind of difficult, but I learned kind of tricks along the way to like make people, identify themselves in a cause, which is something that all fundraisers do. So you have to make issues very personal, and you have to make it seem as though without your money, we're not going to make it. You have to pull on people's egos a little bit too, which is what a lot of great fundraisers do. Yeah,
we'll definitely need some of your expertise.
Yeah, I'm happy to. I spread the link. People should be
we'll get
moving forward and like donating through that link.
Yeah, we'll get some tips to bolster this Donate 68 campaign.
Yes.
With you when we're done here. All right. So you did you got into fundraising functionally at the medical school.
Yes.
And how long did that last?
I worked there for 6 years. Yeah, 6 to 7 years.
Right.
And
you didn't actually go to medical school?
No, I ended up not going to medical school. There was no medical school ever. I did have great experiences at Hunter being a pre-med student.
Right.
Going on that course. I had great teachers. CUNY is really good at like exposing you to the exquisite diversity of New York. I had a lot of Caribbean immigrant professors. One of my favorite professors, Dr. Phillips, she's Jamaican, awesome chemist.
Right.
Like worked at all of Big Pharma, and I had her for all of my chemistry classes up until organic chemistry 2, which I did not do well in. That's why they call it the weeding science, but I did really well with her.
Okay. Right.
And I think it was because too, it was easy to like see parts of myself in her.
Oh, okay.
She was this very bold, outspoken woman from Jamaica, lived a life that would probably be frowned upon in Jamaica, but she was really just so powerful and charismatic, and it really made me like want to follow through with the courses that I took with her.
Yeah. All right. So that's Like I said, I think it was last week or week before. Look, I done forgetting shows already.
There've been so many. There've been 10.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you are also a product. So the similarities, right, and the themes that come up. So we had the supportive parents, naturally.
Yes.
Parents who were teachers. I think Sarah's both parents were teachers, and the importance of good teachers. Me and Warren and myself talked about that last week, and I think in almost every episode, someone has mentioned two or three out of those things as being, catalysts for them dealing with changes, especially changes in between countries and difficult times, right? And preparing them. And the next thing was preparing yourself for opportunities. So after doing fundraising in the medical school for what you said, 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years.
Where did you move on to? So you were basically in New York, in Brooklyn.
I was in Brooklyn
entire time.
Never left Brooklyn. The People's Republic is the greatest, the second greatest place in the world. I have to say Trinidad is the greatest place in the world. Right, fair enough. But I have great love for Brooklyn. And for New York, now that Mom Donnie is mayor. So yeah, after downstate, which was the medical school I worked at, I moved on to a consulting firm whose headquarters was in Manhattan. It was on 48th Street. Right at Rockefeller Center. And I started there actually as the executive assistant to the executive vice president.
Okay.
And I think they hired me because I was Trinidadian. Like, my second interview...
What made you say that?
Because my second interview, I met with him, and the first thing he said was, the hiring manager told me you were Trinidadian. I love that so much. We have a couple Trinidadian clients. I would love for you to meet them and work with them. And I think because it's very rare that you might have interactions with someone who is Caribbean in this sector. Well, at the time that I got employed there, there's Caribbean people everywhere, but they're still very siloed, even to this day, to a certain point in philanthropy. But there's more and more people, coming up in that space. And I think, we had a great conversation, a 2-hour interview, in fact. After a while, it was just conversation. Right. He talked about my fashion, my shoes. And I remember I went with my afro, and I told my mom, and she was like, because usually I would press my hair out and pull it back in a bun. And I was so tired of doing it. Also, heat damage is terrible on natural hair. So, and I got the job, and she was like, oh my God, they hired you, they saw your hair, and they didn't care? I was like, no, they didn't care. But my mom is from a different generation too, you had to press your hair to get a job interview. And, sometimes we still hold on to those stereotypes. Exactly. That, right. So got hired there, and my boss, who interviewed me for 2 hours and ended up hiring me, he took me to every meeting. I met with, and in this consulting firm, we only worked with millionaires and billionaires. So we're working with generational wealth folks. We're working with people who, frankly, own slaves or descendants of people who own slaves,
and have the trust funds
exactly,
to prove
and
it
have
now.
the trust funds, and help build Chase Bank and all of these things. But he took me to every meeting, and I just downloaded everything that everybody said. And rich people remember you when you remember what they like. I know a client likes their coffee from Starbucks half full, with extra foam on top. Like, these are the things that make them remember you and know your name. Right. And very quickly I realized, okay, if I want to continue to be in these meetings, I have to get people to notice me. Right. I don't care if you ask me for coffee. Even today, if you ask me for coffee, I've done several jobs. I've spent millions of dollars in grant funding, and I will still get somebody coffee because I want you to remember, Leanne gave me the best cup of coffee. She remembered how I liked it. She remembered my name. She had the room set at a certain temperature. Like it's about making people comfortable.
Yeah, all these attributes are things I notice about you. You're very conscientious when it comes to just serving and hospitality on the whole.
Yeah. Hospitality is, I guess it comes with being from South Trinidad. Not that all of Trinidad is not hospitable, but there's something about being from the country. There's something about being from a place that's not close to a city.
Yeah, I'll give South that. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So I think I've held that very much throughout growing and living in the places I've lived, and it's something that really gets you places. When people feel comfortable, they remember who made them feel comfortable, and they'll always keep coming back. Yeah,
that's very important. And speaking of hospitality and serving and so on, I will take my chance here because one good turn deserves another, right?
Yeah.
And you have served us at the Dalai Lama, which we will get into.
Yeah.
But you've served us since your what is this? What will you call this? Since your stint there, with such, as I said, such a conscientious and
thank you,
and professional demeanor and everything. I will take the chance to serve you, and we will do that when we come back from this break.
Need to raise funds for your next creative project, event, or invention? Or maybe you or a family member are raising funds for much-needed medical treatment. Now, you can get started raising that much-needed cash via Donate68.com, the newest 100% homegrown crowdfunding platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Donate68.com accepts donations from all major credit cards, but not only that, for those without a credit card, you can use your everyday Visa debit card to make donations. So log on today and create a campaign for your next passion project, startup, or cause. Share your campaign with your community of family, friends, and supporters to get the financial backing you need. Donate68.com, funding your culture.
Right, and we're back. Thank you for staying on, the people who still here. Thank you for tuning in, the people who will be watching this in the near and future. And we left with me taking the opportunity to serve somebody who has been serving.
Oh, I love my fancy
who has been
glass.
serving the public. Look.
Yes.
All right. So it's so many things, right? So I want to get through it. Like I always say, we don't have sponsors, we don't have staff, but we have friends, right? Mm-hmm. And we have a new friend this week from Tambron House. Tambron House made sure we got a bottle of their highly coveted Sorrel Sangria, which we're gonna have a taste of now. Is another first. Like I said, a lot of the things coming out from this episode are first for me. I never had the sangria, and I'm hearing a lot about my friend here. So while we talking, I'm going to try and do a bartender thing here. I think I'd cut up some of these. But you were saying that remembering what people like.
Yeah.
And and catering to people's I'll just wait in the glass. And catering to people's preferences and making sure they are remembered is something that is very important in your work. Yes. And you're very good at that, I must say.
Thank you.
The bar runs smoothly. Everyone is dealt with properly, I would say. And we all appreciate your service.
Thank you.
Let me see, you have enough fruit there, boy?
Oh, real sangria. I love that.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So I was a bachelor, right?
Yes.
So I say,
Okay.
I would get the bottle of thing and we would drink it.
Yeah.
But what? Oh gosh, I forget her name. I remember your name just now, darling. She gave me the package and everything, and it has little recipes and
I love
serving
this.
suggestions and things. So I was like,
Tambron House?
Tambron House, yeah.
We might
Big
have
up
to,
Tambron House. Yeah.
We might have to order some of their bottles.
Listen, so I get a little serving ideas and thing, and I want to drink it straight just to taste it. But I'll throw
No
the
fruit in your glass?
No, I'll throw the fruit in afterwards.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, let me just take a little cheers here.
It's good to leave the fruit till after you finish the wine.
Oh.
No, like you drink it with the fruit in it, but you eat the fruit after you drink the wine.
All right.
Because it soaks up all of the good alcohol-y juiciness.
We will do all that. Welcome.
Salud.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Officially. Hey.
That is beautiful.
Hey. Now this is something
Nice and clovey.
Yeah. This is something I'd love to continue doing on the show. Is to highlight, local artisans and people who doing stuff.
Yeah.
At a high standard. And back to high standard. So you were executive assistant to the executive vice president.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
Right.
A lot of executives.
Yeah, well, I guess the paycheck would have been an account full as well.
One would think so. But I would say, immigrant mindset. Working in America, I've never had only one job.
Oh, really?
I've always worked more than one job. And I did the typical immigrant thing. I would send money home. I would come home with things. So, you're getting paid in US dollars. You make that money work to your advantage. And it was a very proud moment for me to be able to work and, support my parents with things that, would be helpful as a child working and being able to give money to the family.
Right.
So I was very proud. I would never forget my first paycheck when I was working at the medical school. My first paycheck, I was able to buy my dad a round trip ticket to come home and see my mom.
Right.
Because my mom and my dad lived apart from each other for a considerable amount of time when my dad got employed in New York. So my dad had this funny way of saying he was a grass widow, which my dad said all these elaborate things. He, every chance he got, every break, he would come home to see my mom.
Right.
And I was able to do that with one of my very first paychecks, and it's something that I treasure. My mom and dad talked about it all the time. I lost my dad in 2021, but, I do think a lot of what I do is to honor him. It's always, honor my mom, honor my dad, try to be a dutiful daughter,
right,
and just a good person overall. So I think that's why I was drawn to work in the NGO sector and work in philanthropy, because you're essentially doing good. I mean, we could spend hours talking about why capitalism exists and why, philanthropy exists because of capitalism. We won't do that today, but I would love to come back and talk about that. But yeah, I think I was drawn to a lot of these things because of my father, who is actually a big music influence of mine.
Right.
When we get to talk about music.
Right. No, we get in there. We get in there.
Yeah.
So work happening on your back and forth.
Yeah.
Between New York and Trinidad.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about your relationship with Carnival. Because you were here last year, Carnival.
I was.
Right.
Yeah.
That is when I first noticed you, right? At the bar, I think.
I was at the
or at other things. And I was like, this woman enjoying this thing a little bit too much. That was my first thought. I was like, clearly, homegirl is not from here. Because my girl partying. I talking about walking down the road.
Yeah.
A car passing with music.
Yeah. Yes, we have to do a little chip, a little wine, a little two-step.
Yeah. You're really getting into it. I really like your carnival energy.
Yes.
So you always had a relationship with carnival. You always back and forth. You never miss one, that kind of thing. What was your scene?
I mean, in the last decade at least, I've been home for carnival, and before that, in between. My dad was a huge purveyor of mass.
Right.
Peter Minshall could just drape cloth on a stick, and my father would be like, "I'm playing mass with Peter Minshall. I'm playing mass with Callaloo Company."
Right, Callaloo. Callaloo
was the predecessor of Minshall Mass.
No, that was the company.
Right. That was the subsidiary, but he loved it so much. And we grew up in a house, leaving south with the cooler of Pale Ale and the sorrel and the ginger beer and, the fresh peas Pale Ale, because peas is always in season for carnival. And we would come up and we would see my dad cross on Victoria Square, because I think those were one of the judging points.
Yeah.
And I had an aunt, but she's still here in spirit. She lives in Pitti Valley.
Okay.
And she's Aunt Lola, and her daughter Danielle, who's probably watching, would meet us, and we would watch him play mass. So It was like, we're waiting to see him cross, and I remember seeing him there was one I think called Tapestry, where everybody was in like gold paint, and they had all of the like the wares and the like beautiful cloth. I remember him in that one. And the year that he did Y2K, I remember that one. There was one where they were all in silver too. I remember that one. So it was definitely like embedded in my brain. And then as a child too, I played mass with my younger brother in San Fernando. We would do Kiddies Carnival. And then, like the big Kiddies Carnival day in Port of Spain.
Right.
We would drive up with...
That's either Sunshine
with one of my
Fire
dads.
Services,
Yeah,
one of them,
exactly. So I did that for a long time as a child. So carnival is I think it's a part of every Trinidadian's birthright. Just we all engage with carnival differently.
Yeah.
For me, like you, I love a lime.
Yeah.
Carnival is, months and months of liming. And I think it's a time to be free, and it's very, being like lucky enough to leave New York in February and in January.
And
fly
south for the winter.
Exactly, and fly south for the winter. It's very lucky. So you're releasing. I remember one carnival, I was in Vail and Freetown. Were they performing, or one of the DJs was playing their song, and I literally was on my phone. I found a flight from JetBlue and I bought it for next year carnival. I told a woman standing next to me, there's tickets on JetBlue for less than $200 one way. She's like, bet, I'm buying it now. So we bought tickets to come back the next year.
Well, let's start a community there one time.
Exactly. And it was 2020. So it was the last carnival before the shutdown. But yeah, I feel very lucky and blessed, like many Trinis who live abroad and like our birthright come home to engage in this wonderful experience. I feel very lucky to do it, and I feel like I have to ensure that I enjoy myself to the fullest. Every time I'm here.
If anything, get your money's worth, regardless if it's JetBlue or cheap tickets or what.
That's me too. I'm like, okay, I paid this amount of money. I will go to every booth. I will dance to every song. I will take every video, take every picture. Every carnival, I go back to New York with no voice, because I'm screaming and just spending days drinking and, enjoying just being home, being a part of this amazing community and experience.
Right. So with that as your pattern, right? I mean, you're never too far removed. You're always a flight away.
Yes.
You have a stable life and pattern yourself in the US.
Yeah.
What caused the return and for you to be a bar owner?
Every time people say it, I'm like, what's happening? Me? So my dad, my first drinking buddy, taught me everything about alcohol, probably made me a snob when it comes to alcohol because I only drink the more refined things because of him. My dad would make fun of people who would buy things like Miller Lite and Coors Light. He was like, that's not beer. He would drink Heineken, Corona, and anything foreign, IPA. That was his jam.
Yeah, well, that's my boy, yeah.
Exactly. So I think I come home every year. I've been blessed to be able to come home every year. There's a lot of people caught up in this crazy immigrant shit show with Donald Trump, and I feel like it's even more important now that we recognize the want and need for people who are immigrants to always come home. So I've been lucky enough to always come home, and I've always had this vision in my mind of like owning a bar for a very long time. It was supposed to be on a beach, and the beach bar will come.
Right, okay.
But the former owner, which sounds crazy to say, of Dalai Lama, I fell in love with the bar when my cousin Danielle took me a couple years ago. And it's always been a place that I loved visiting, loved going to. And I actually had a business meeting there last summer. And I was getting to know this person. I was doing my philanthropy job where I was doing grant funding.
Oh, okay.
And she asked me what I would love to do if I wasn't doing philanthropy work. And I was like, I would love to work in a bar and own a bar. And the person who owned Dalai Lama before, he was like, you should buy my bar. At the time, I was very ready to buy the bar.
Yeah, shout out to Chris, man.
Shout out to Chris
Mendez.
For trusting me with
I have a funny story.
Yeah. So, it took a year, me kind of being ready and then not ready. Chris trying to figure out logistics of what it would look like. He very much invented this amazing place that so many people like myself came to fall in love with. So it was this very delicate dance of here's what we're going to do. At one point, I was thinking I would be an investor, a silent partner, and he just trusted me with passing on the torch. And I feel it feels surreal to this day, even though it's been 3 months, that he would trust me with something like this.
Wait, hold on. It's only been 3 months?
It's only been 3 months. But it feels short, and it also feels long.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I could have sworn you were there for the entire year.
Because I was always at the Dalai Lama.
Oh, well, yeah.
So some people might know, but I met the person who I'm currently in a relationship with at Dalai Lama.
Right.
So he's a bartender there. So I was always there. So it's no surprise that you thought that I've been involved much longer than I actually have been. Involved. But, Chris has been such a great mentor and advisor, and he's been very patient and graceful and just so kind to me. And it's actually an honor to proudly be associated with the bar in this way, because it's a place that people just love and adore and feel comfortable being in, and it's home. And that's the vibe that I want to continue to sustain with the space. So, every time I have a drink, every time I serve a drink, it's in honor of my father. Roy Golden was his nickname, who loved a single malt, who loved a fine IPA, who loved a good cold beer. Never serve him a hot beer, even though sometimes the beers in my chiller are not as cold as I would like them to be. But
yeah, we working on it.
We work on it. But yeah, I think drinking is not just about you're drinking to get a buzz, feel high, but it's about community.
Right.
It's about friendship. It's about kinship. And that's why a bar is always set up and formatted in the kind of way that it is, because it's a space that encourages camaraderie and togetherness over a beverage, of course. Right. And I think one of the best things about this new experience and adventure that I'm on is that I get to be credited with, providing this kind of vibe and space for people. So maybe it's a bit of an ego stroke for me too. But I do love having a space too where I feel at home and comfortable and, just always wanting to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So Dalai Lama has become, well, for me and, a few people, a bit of an institution, right?
Strong word.
Yeah. You all will get bylaws and things just now. But in my time going there, I would say from inception, yes, from the very first, from the opening night, the pre-opening night actually. All right, I'll tell the story. I'm telling the story because I went to meet a partner of mine. He said he going to this bar in Woodbrook Place. I was like, I ain't coming.
Why though? Because it's Woodbrook Place.
Because it's Woodbrook Place. I say I ain't coming. He said, nah, it's a new place thing, and downstairs, where next to the it wasn't the Canadian embassy at the time. It was something else. I was like, all right, you staying there long? He said, nah. I said, right, well, I'll come and check you and see what it's like, and then we'll leave because I'm not coming to stay. So I got there, and if you know the partner, you would understand. You would know that he wasn't there yet.
Yes.
So, so I saw him there waiting on him. I wasn't invited because it was a private. The pre-opening wasn't the grand opening.
Yeah.
The private thing.
Yeah.
So I signed up outside, and I asked for him. I asked Chris for him, and he said, "Nah, he not here." Thing. But there's a the private opening, whatever. If your name not on the list, da.
Right.
I was like, all right, cool, because I don't want to be here. Right? I don't want to be here. So I was chilling on the outskirts and wherever. And I say, you know what? I gave this guy 10 minutes. And if he ain't make it here, he'll just meet me somewhere else. And in that 10 minutes, I heard about 3 songs you wouldn't hear anywhere else except on my phone. Right? One of them was a Blackalicious, which is a hip hop group, a hip hop duo from outer LA on a kind of not really obscure but a real hip hop head label. And I was like, what going on here? Why this bar playing Blackalicious? That don't make sense. In Trinidad, this hour,
in this place,
everything didn't make sense. So your boy interested now. So I say, because I knew Chris, I knew his face. We never really talked until before. I knew his face from the bookstore before, from Readers. So I was like, what going on here? Who running this place? And he said, yeah, it's my bar, just thing. I said, well, I come to meet so and so, and I was going on leave, but
now I'm intrigued.
Now I had to get a drink because the music saying things.
Yeah.
So and that was it.
Yeah.
That's how I started liming there. That's how we became friends. That's how I end up liming there till 7, sometimes 8 o'clock in the morning.
Many sunrise.
Yeah. And a lot of the times it was just me and Chris talking about music for hours.
What an amazing individual.
Listen, big up Chris. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for building up the place to what it was and handing it over to somebody capable, which is the next story.
Yeah.
So you took the helm.
Yes.
From Mr. Mendez.
Yes.
And that was cool.
It was okay.
It was cool. I was like, all right, Chris, you sell the bar. You say, I'm selling it. You say, I'm thinking about this thing. You say, I buy sold, there's a new owner, there's your number.
Go ahead.
Right? So I saw her. I was like, so who are you going online with now? And went to the thing and I was like, wait, you sell the bar to Carnival Girl, boy?
I love that name for myself.
What is going on? I said, Chris really needed to leave. But got there and your personality, like I said, the service and the attention and all of that was the bar, right?
Yeah.
And eventually won me over.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But
You're not an easy sell.
35% won me over.
Okay.
But let me tell you what is the other, I guess 60%.
Oh, I want to know.
There was, I giving you a month.
Yes. Okay.
Right?
Yes.
I would check, I would pass in the bar. I would take my little lime as normal. Ting. But after a month, the next time I come back, a real scrutiny in the music.
Yes. Okay. It's music.
Leanne, you don't know.
I did not know.
You don't know how much I was looking for an excuse to not come back to Dalai Lama.
Okay. What was the song?
It wasn't the song per se. It was that night. It went from like a New Orleans kind of blues segment session to a kind of classic rock, but not radio classic rock kind of thing to a early soul, but slow soul, the kind of protest soul thing, like Curtis and Gil and them fellas.
Yeah. My dad named my brother Curtis because of Curtis Mayfield.
Right. Into R&B. So that is about 15 minutes thing.
Yeah.
So about an hour and a half in, I was like, oh gosh.
I passed the test.
She get me, boy.
I passed the test.
Say she get me, boy. Way.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. My music taste is very, well, I think that being from Trinidad, because we're so cosmopolitan and there's so much mixing of cultures in all these beautiful ways, it like primes us to be ready to just appreciate music in all forms.
Right.
And because we are such a creative country, there's so many musicians per capita here, so many artists per capita here. I feel like I have a one-up from people who are, kind of living in a bubble in like LA or even New York.
Right.
My music sense my music taste is very vast, and I want to learn about every kind of music. So like I have a colleague who I work with now at the bar. He listens to things like Screamo, and I've been having it in my AirPod. Sometimes you pull it out and you'll be like, why is Leon listening to people screaming? But I'm like, I want to listen to songs. Some of these songs they're singing about protecting the environment, about love. But I feel like there's too much music in the world to not learn and know as much of it as you can. I love my music influences from my father, who was big on like Curtis Mayfield, like you said. He was big on like the Black is Beautiful kind of vibe of music.
Right.
My mom also influences my music taste. She's a big lover of Al Green. I've fallen in love with Al Green's music because of my mom.
The Right and Honorable Reverend.
Exactly, the Right and Honorable Reverend. What is that album? The white background, and he's sitting in the chair with his legs crossed.
Yeah.
On that album, I think they're simply beautiful. It's one of the greatest love songs I've ever heard in my life.
Nah, we could have
Exactly.
a love song clash.
Exactly. Bring me back for that too.
Listen, we could have, because last night it came up on shuffle while I was driving. The greatest love song I've ever heard.
Are you gonna say Prince?
Nah.
Who are you gonna say?
I'm not gonna tell you.
It can't be A.U.R.
It's a secret.
Oh
Don't
my gosh.
teach the Wu-Tang.
Right.
When we have
But Wu-Tang is for the babies. We gotta tell them.
When we have the love song clash,
Okay. I'm coming prepared.
I'll mash you up.
I'm coming prepared. Prince is on my list, obviously.
Listen, I almost pulled over to cry last night.
Oh my God, I have to know. Tell me after the show.
No.
Okay.
You'll only hear that song either in the love song clash,
Yeah.
or the Bishop's Girls mixtape coming soon. That mixtape coming soon for 15 years now.
I didn't know they had a mixtape.
No, I doing the Bishop's Girls mixtape.
I gotcha. Okay.
15
years.
It coming soon. The past 15 years.
Come on, we gotta launch it.
Listen.
Launch it at their party.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Carnival Fest coming up.
Coming soon, yeah. Bishop's Girls mixtape. Right. So
yeah, my dad, my mom, my older brother, big influences on my musical taste. And then just my greed of wanting to, because also people think you're cool when you know the thing that they think is obscure.
Right.
So I want to be in conversation with that person and be like, oh yeah, I know that song. I know that artist. I've seen them live. I feel like it's a great way to make people feel comfortable around you.
Yeah.
Music is so universal. We all listen to it. And it's a great like entry point. I love live music.
Music, sports.
Yeah, music, sports. Live music has a special place in my heart. I was just telling you earlier.
Shucks, you're doing my interview for me because that's the next thing I'm gonna ask you about.
But I feel like that's why I fell in love with Dalai when I was a patron there.
Right.
Because you would walk in and sometimes there'll be yacht rock playing. I love soulful white men. I love them. I love all of their songs. Kenny Loggins comes on. I know all of the words.
Yeah.
Sometimes people would be in the bar and they'd be like, we're tired of hearing yacht rock. Can you change it up a little bit? I could listen to yacht rock all night. But I think it's great to be in a space where you give people that kind of emotion and like engagement around music. Because then you become the place that people are like, well, they play.
Right, exactly. And you set yourself
you
a
set
niche.
yourself apart.
You're not playing the same 10 songs or the same
no,
YouTube
I don't think
mixes
we've ever,
over and over.
In the 3 months, I don't think we've ever played the same playlist once. More than once, yeah.
I could agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a time recently I was there every night for the week. So yeah. So you know what? I think we could take a little break here, because we at live music now, right? So stick up in live music. We'll talk about when we come back, live music in the bar, and your live music experiences, like concerts and that kind of thing. Because I feel you go mash me up there.
I want you. Nah, I feel you saw Sade. You beat me.
Oh gosh, let me play my Sade, you know. Oh gosh. All right, we're coming back.
Need to raise funds for your next creative project, event, or invention? Or maybe you or a family member are raising funds for much-needed medical treatment. Now, you can get started raising that much-needed cash via Donate68.com, the newest 100% homegrown crowdfunding platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Donate68.com accepts donations from all major credit cards, but not only that, for those without a credit card, you can use your everyday Visa debit card to make donations. So log on today and create a campaign for your next passion project, startup, or cause. Share your campaign with your community of family, friends, and supporters to get the financial backing you need. Donate68.com, funding your culture.
Yes, man. Thank you. Welcome back. So I have some people that a shout out in the chats here. Who in the chat online? But my partner boy, Netsa Jack, one of the lonely Londoners boy. Well, not so lonely. Man have a nice family, wife and child and thing. Everybody doing well, and we should be seeing each other soon, hopefully.
Oh, I love that, a reunion.
Yeah. There's our big brother from school, boy. There's one of the homies here. Yeah, big up Netsa. Thank you for falling in and dropping a line. Hey, he says big up Bed-Stuy NY, boy. Hey.
Bed-Stuy, do or die.
Yeah. Funny story. I'll come back to that, but let me D Louis 87. That's one of your people? Yeah,
that's my cousin.
Hey.
Hi, Danny.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us, people. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, funny story about me and New York, right? So I started working professionally thing get a nice little cushy job, money running and thing. I say I had to travel, get my visa. Thing are bad. I say one place I ain't going is all when black people leave Trinidad, first place they going, Brooklyn. I ain't going Brooklyn.
Excuse me.
Listen, I ain't going Brooklyn.
Controversy.
I ain't going Brooklyn. I ain't want to see there. I ain't want to see no Flatbush. No Flatbush.
No Flatbush.
I ain't want to see no Flatbush. I ain't want to go no Fete, no backyard jam, no nothing. I ain't going there. I go in California.
Okay.
That fall true, I didn't go California.
Okay. Strong choice though.
But I had my visa. And I went to it just happened to be around that time, that same year actually, a buddy of mine who's an artist had an exhibition up there, and your boy going up in the people place.
Nice.
And we were there for the events of the exhibition and whatever, but I was there a few days before, a few days after, and pick up the Village Voice and see the shows give. I said, what it pages of concerts.
Gosh. Greg Tate, rest in peace.
Pages. I was like, what is going on here?
Greg used to write all of those up.
Oh, really? You know the person? Right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I say, nah. Every night. Every night.
Way outside.
I beat them. I see most I have seen. I would say a significant amount of the artists that I really, like bucket list wanted to see. I miss out on Prince.
Me too. I have a story about Prince.
The thing with that Prince show was it was not Prince show. It was Tony, and they couldn't make it. It was a show in Curacao. I think it was North Sea Jazz.
Yeah.
Tony couldn't make it, or it was Raphael Sadiq or whatever, a thing like that. And Prince fill in. You get Prince to fill in.
I swear, Prince is like in my ether. I've never seen him live. Every time I've had an opportunity, when he did MSG, tickets were like, they started at like 500 US when Beyonce wasn't even touring yet.
Yeah,
and it was like, I can't do it, Prince. I will just be in the same city as you. But my dad, I got first nonprofit job. I wasn't making a lot of money, but I made enough to buy my dad a ticket to go home. And I also was able to buy him one ticket to go see Stevie Wonder when he did Songs in the Key of Life, had an anniversary. Right. And he did it at Madison Square Garden. My dad calls me on his Razor cell phone. So this was 2007? And, or maybe even earlier.
Yeah.
He calls me, he meets up my brother, who we didn't know was going. My brother lived in Connecticut at the time. And so they see each other at the concert. And my dad goes, oh my gosh, that musician you love, the one who dresses all weird, he's playing guitar for Stevie. So of course my mind goes to, there's like 7 people who could be doing this. And out of those 7 people, 3 are dead. So then I go, put Robbie on the phone, that's my brother.
Right.
I'm like, Robbie, is Prince on stage with Stevie right now? And Robbie's like, yep, gotta go.
Yeah, I can't talk to you right now.
They hang up on me.
I need all my brain cells.
My dad comes home. I'm like, you had a good time? He's like, fantastic. I never spoke about the concert. It's Stevie Wonder. I never asked him one other question other than had a good time.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear.
I don't need
hear
that.
how Prince played for the entire show.
Oh my God.
Literally attended the concert, and Prince does this. He's notorious for this. He would just go talk to stage management and be like, "Can I play? Who's gonna tell you no? You're
Who's
Prince.
gonna tell Prince? Yeah.
Your literal name is Prince."
Yeah, I brought the guitars, everything.
He's ready.
My sound tech is there, so
exactly.
Just in case.
Exactly.
Just in case the answer is yes.
Exactly. I'm ready. So I'm happy that, I got to give my dad that gift. So Prince has always been like here. My brother also got to see him at the Madison Square Garden show where tickets were like $1 million.
Yeah, he was always
so
that
he
kind
was
of
always
mysterious.
one step away, but I never got to see him live.
Yeah.
You talked about Village Voice. I worked with Greg Tate's brother. So when Greg died, it was kind of shocking and also sad because use this word institution. He was very much an institution of music culture in New York.
Give thanks for that Village Boys.
Give thanks for the Village Boys.
And I hope, because we lost touch since that time. I think that was 2005, 2007. My roommate, boy, Ted Salmon's whole room, 2 walls were CDs, the other 2 walls were records.
Love that.
And I moved into the man room and just start absorbing music right through.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was one of the best New York summers.
Yeah. Summer in New York, if you have the great privilege of getting to New York in the summer, it's a magical place to be, especially in the summer.
I don't like New York in the summer so much.
Besides the disgusting weather.
Yeah,
you get distracted by the fact that there's just so much art just bubbling up.
Yeah, mess me with that. But you could walk around comfortable and all of that.
Yeah.
Granted.
Yeah.
But I like, you see, the ends of summer, mid-September.
Oh, yeah, after Labor Day, yeah.
Very much after Labor Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Comes mess me with Labor Day too. Yeah, I said it.
You can't say that on national
I ain't leaving Trinidad to go somewhere else to have a piece of carnival.
Look,
and people tell you come off the road
and
sweeping behind you and kind of thing.
Listen.
Miss me. I said, miss me, I ain't coming. So we in New York, and was some of the shows you would see, like, because I knock about and I end up just bouncing.
Yeah, you just fall into a show.
Yeah. There's live music and there's things all over the place. So
yeah,
give me a rundown. Your top 3.
Oh my gosh, that's very hard. Okay, I'll say, and please don't find
top 5.
Yeah, I'll do top 5. People, please don't hate me. I've just been lucky enough. I've seen Kendrick Lamar at Barclays.
All right, fine. Yeah.
Like,
good one.
Yeah, he was wicked. That was after he released the Big Steppers album.
Right.
That was a fantastic concert. I also saw Lauryn Hill at Barclays Center. Fantastic. She still had her voice on that Miseducation tour.
Lauren she was here Tobago Jazz. That was a good
I saw her at Tobago Jazz too with my cousin Danielle,
right,
who's in the chat.
Hey Danielle.
I've seen top five. Maxwell's pretty legit. He's an amazing live performer.
Yeah. He was also in that show in Tobago.
Yeah, Maxwell is in Tobago too.
Night,
yeah. Nas I saw Nas when he turned 50, and he performed better than people on the stage who were in their 20s.
Nice.
Nas is like, seeing him live is pretty epic.
I saw Nas live. I have one of my favorite live albums is Nas and some Philharmonic in JFK in Washington.
Yes.
Superb recording.
Yes.
And the performance, everything. Derek Hodge was the musical director.
Love me some Derek Hodge, who was on D'Angelo's amazing Voodoo album.
Bad man.
Played bass on that, yeah.
Bad man.
Yeah.
Pino was mostly on Voodoo wicked. But I saw the time I saw Nas live, he wasn't so good.
Where did you see him?
I ain't gonna say.
Oh no,
but he wasn't so good.
Tell me more about some of your live acts. I've seen so many.
Happen.
I've seen so many.
Well, my top tier. I was fortunate enough to see the Roots.
Where did you see them?
In it wasn't Webster. It was one of them. It was not a big theater, but it was a good show.
I think I've seen they're the band I've seen the most in my life.
Yeah,
they're my Beatles.
Yeah, you need
to. Them.
If you love the boom bap, if you love the hip hop, if you love seeing it executed at a high level, you had to see the Roots.
Yeah,
and you could zone out on anybody on the stage.
Oh
and you could just watch that one person.
Work of art. Work of art.
But Black Thought is the illest MC of all time.
He has to be in your top 5.
Yeah, I said it.
Yes, he's better than.
Yeah, right?
Black Thought is.
So yeah, the Roots. I saw Kamasi, Washington.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Twice.
Yes.
Once in New York, once in DC. The second show in DC was in a synagogue. That is a concert.
I wonder if we
venue
were
now.
at shows together and just didn't know each other at the time.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that was amazing. It was fantastic. I went to a lot of shows. I saw Herbie Hancock twice.
Yeah. I saw Herbie Hancock at BAM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Glasper, end up liming with Glasper.
You got to hang out with him?
Yeah.
He reminds me of my brother, Rob, whose name is also Robert. So much. I've seen Robert Glasper also. He does Robtober in New York. So he's a pillar of
Blue
music
Note,
at Blue Note, yeah. But he started this festival called the Black Radio Music Festival.
Right, yeah.
The first year
he does
I
it
went,
at Brooklyn Bowl in
yeah,
LA
he does
as
Black
well.
Radio
Yeah.
at Brooklyn Bowl during the summer.
Yeah.
But this festival is in Napa, and the first year I went, it was fantastic. He had everyone. Dave Chappelle was hosting.
Of course, yeah.
The second year, that's the gang, exactly. The second year, he had Rakim.
Oh yeah, again, you was right about the fruit.
Exactly. See, soak up the wine.
It's starting to come in, yeah.
So yeah, he had Rakim on stage. Rakim sounds better now than he did when he was 20. He killed it. Like, I'm talking about men in their 50s and 60s, like fangirling for Rakim.
Yeah.
And there was this beautiful moment where Anderson .Paak was also a performer, and he was on stage, and Dave Chappelle brought up Rakim. They take your phone at these music festivals. Dave Chappelle keeps recording himself, so he doesn't like anyone else taking films of him, taking videos of him. So he brings Rakim up, and Anderson .Paak is there, and he's like, Rakim, this is your son. Anderson, this is your father. And they had this like beautiful like
yeah, he would put our moment together.
But it was like very
nicely,
like thousands of people, all quiet, like looking at this amazing moment on stage, and like seeing Rakim like finally get his flowers after all of this time. If a lot of people don't know, Nas actually in that same year started a fund for musicians.
Not retired, but
not
elder
retired.
elder
Elder
statesmen.
like like the elder statesmen in the hip hop scene who never actually got what they deserved and what they were actually supposed to be paid.
No, that's a really
so it was like an amazing
initiative,
like full circle moment of seeing Nas at the same festival, seeing Rakim get his flowers, seeing him being honored in this way.
I think the Roots did a thing with
yes,
with Big Daddy Kane as well.
Did. Yes, they did. Yeah. I've actually gotten to see Big Daddy Kane perform too in Bed-Stuy, which was amazing. He performed with the New York Philharmonic. It was him, Mos Def, and the New York Philharmonic. At the time, Mos Def was already going by Yasin. Yeah. He's in my top 5 too.
What, shows or just artists?
Mos Def, yeah. Top 5 artists.
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him live, but I line with Mos.
Stop it.
Yeah. I line with Mos already. I line with that same night I bounce up, literally bounce up.
And you didn't want to go to Brooklyn.
You did not
want to go to Brooklyn.
So this is what I'm saying. after I open the Village Voice and I see what is really going on here.
Yeah.
And how easy, how accessible, how affordable it is.
Yeah.
I mean, once you get there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
At $20, at 30 US and you're inside.
Yeah, Q-Tip used to do a DJ residency at Brooklyn Bowl, and I would go with my
before Quest.
Yeah, before Quest. And I would go with my friend Masanji, and we would be like mere feet away from him. And it's like a very New York thing. You get to be so close to these people who you adore, who are very much like stalwarts in the music industry, who have all of this influence, and they just want to be DJing.
Yeah,
he's made many albums, part of one of the best hip hop groups of all time, and he just wants to DJ at Brooklyn Bowl for the common folk. So I really feel like New York is definitely a place for people who want to learn more about music. It's definitely a place to visit. For people who are musicians, going to New York in the summer is actually a great thing to do if you can, because there's just people thirsty to like see different things, see new things.
Yeah.
Any musician that I know, I always tell them, try to get to New York, because just playing on the sidewalk, playing at a block party, you get noticed.
Yeah.
A lot of people we love have gotten noticed that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So, I actually saw Hiatus Coyote at Brooklyn Bowl as well.
I have not gotten to see them yet.
Oh,
They're such an amazing group.
oh gosh.
And they have a song with Q-Tip.
Yeah. That was a big tune then. What is this girl name?
At Brooklyn Bowl too?
Laura Mvula. Oh my God, that was a fantastic.
Laura Imbruglia?
I'm messing up the pronunciation, but I'll get it.
Yeah.
Fantastic show. That was amazing. I didn't expect to see her that day, and ended up in the show. Big up Matty Ranks.
Matty Ranks, yes.
My big brother Matty Ranks. And that was like, listen, this woman is phenomenal. Like the look, the sound, the musicianship, everything is top notch, full mark. She is a force, and that was the same time I met Robert. He came to watch that show as well, and I was blown away.
Yeah.
Maybe because I didn't expect to see the show,
Right.
but it was fantastic. And the only thing really beat that is seeing Shadi and having her wave at me.
I know. I know.
Right.
So I had the chance to see Sade. Missed her because we went with somebody who did not appreciate the greatness that she is. So I got to see John Legend. He was just, that was the only act I got to see in the Sade John Legend concert.
Good for you.
So I went to the Sade concert, but I only saw John Legend.
Yeah.
I love that you and I share this similar passion for music. I also like that I seem cooler to you when I play a song that you're like, oh, she knows this song too. Okay.
Yeah. It's a
So
it's
I'll
a thing.
keep trying to one up myself.
Yeah. You know, it's always I wouldn't say rewarding, but it's always comforting to me.
Yeah.
That I don't have to have headphones in all the time to hear particular
good music.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't do the qualitative and say good or bad, but to hear something that that I would enjoy, that sometimes is something that I haven't heard of. I haven't heard at all. And the exposure to new and different music, and I wouldn't think sometimes I don't like it.
Gotcha.
But I mean, that is in the minority.
Right.
But sometimes I do like what is being played, but it is part of a genre, and when you really sit down and listen, I'm there to listen.
Yeah.
So I will listen.
Yeah.
And sometimes you find yourself, well, this aspect of it is interesting.
Yeah.
I do like this, I do like that, but you're thinking about it. It's not just something that is going on in the background happening to you.
Yeah.
It is a back and forth exchange
Exactly.
of attention.
Yeah.
So with that said, what is the focus of the bar? In terms of live music, because I see you all have taken up that mantle as well.
Yes.
And what is the outlook for the future? What is currently going on with Dalai Lama and live music?
Live music will always be a part of the DNA of Dalai Lama. It's one of the few places where musicians can still come and like put on shows.
Right.
I've been hearing this, I don't know if it's a myth, but there seems to be a scarcity of places for people to perform live. And we're very much seen as a place where people want to put on shows, and we very much appreciate that sort of view of the bar. I want that to always be something that people see us as. I would love for there to be more genres of music put on at the bar. Right now, we're very much rock focused, and that's just by, I think, just the clientele wanting this specific kind of music at the bar. I'm a lover of rock music as well. We've had great bars perform there already. So I think in the new year, we definitely want more of everything. Soca, calypso, hip hop, rap, like R&B, ska, reggae, all of these different genres, we would love to have them. And there are these kinds of bands here. So I think for us, we have to put ourselves out there as being marketable to any kind of musician. Hit us up on Instagram. So yeah, we want, and I also want it to be a space where new musicians can come and like try things out.
Okay.
We don't always have to be a space where, you know, seasoned musicians are playing.
You have to put on a show.
Yeah, you don't always have to put on a show. Like jam sessions. I would love to have that kind of format in the bar as well. I would love for...
There used to be a couple of places that had, you know, jam sessions.
Yeah. I would love for that to happen there. It's also kind of selfish of me too, because I just love being around musicians. So I would love the space to be constantly filled with artists. And I also want it to be, it's more than just a counter with alcohol behind it. We have a lot of space, and I want it to be a space where people who are creative could just come, iron something out, test something out on 7 people, 20 people, 100 people. But I want it to be a place where every kind of art, every genre of music, every medium of art can be, you know, displayed. We have walls. I would love to get art on the walls. We could have spoken word artists. We could do anything with the space. And
you did have a storytelling.
Yeah, we had the Midnight Griot series. At the bar a couple weeks ago, and it was fantastic. One of the storytellers, we were actually like asking her, when will you come back to finish the story? Because it was so beautiful, like very engaging. So that was really exciting and a unique experience to have. And I want more of those at the bar. I would say too, I would love for it to be a place where people aren't only thinking, well, damn, I have to spend money to either see a show or put on a show. I want there to be all kinds of opportunities for people to enjoy music. So yeah, we'll figure out some more things in the new year, but we'll never get rid of definitely what people have come to know the place as, which is a rock venue. I know when people see my face, they're like, she doesn't listen to rock. I do. I would say something controversial, but anyway, people who look like me made rock and listen to rock. So I think just peeling back the layers of what people might think of the place as it changes hands is something we have to work on more in the new year, but definitely just continue to give access and space to people who could perform live in any format. Yeah, is what I want the place to be continued to be. I mean, more and more, especially, I mean, in my observation, but definitely in this conversation here, it's cemented that, you know, the sword has been passed. The sword has been passed to the right person. I was really worried that we would lose the place to you know, more commercial and more capitalist entities. I mean, it is a business. So it's a business.
And that's part of the reason I asked you to come here as well, is to make people know that it is available. It is open for business, right?
It's open for business.
By all means, engage with Miss Alexander in that regard. But for me as a patron, even if you have private nights and wherever I go, I go hold my corner.
Well, that's the great thing about the space that we have. I feel so lucky that we have both great inside space and an outside space. That we could do 2 things at the same time, which is very fortunate. I want people to just, even though it's at One Woodbrook Place, it's nothing like any of the businesses at One One Woodbrook Place. There are great businesses at One Woodbrook Place.
Yeah.
Other great bars. I've developed great relationships with other business owners there, but we are very unique in that we can be anything. We could be a live performance space. We could have a bridal shower. We could have a wedding. We could have a wake. Like, we could do anything with the space.
You could have a haunted house.
I could have a haunted house.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that haunted house thing and the decor and how you. We'll talk about that when we come back.
Okay, cool.
Let's take a quick one from Donate 68 and we'll be right back.
Need to raise funds for your next creative project, event, or invention? Or maybe you or a family member are raising funds for much needed medical treatment. Now, you can get started raising that much needed cash via Donate68.com, the newest 100% homegrown crowdfunding platform in Trinidad and Tobago. Donate68.com accepts donations from all major credit cards, but not only that, for those without a credit card, you can use your everyday Visa debit card to make donations. So log on today and create a campaign for your next passion project, startup, or cause. Share your campaign with your community of family, friends, and supporters to get the financial backing you need. Donate68.com, funding your culture.
The AI doing everything. Hey. Welcome.
We're not AI. We're very real.
No. We're very
real.
Thank you very much for sticking with us. Welcome back. Welcome back to Inter-Auto Nationals. We're talking to the Trinis who doing things outside, and we have a Trini who has lived a full life already outside of Trinidad, and has stayed close to the roots, and stay close to the land and that, and come back and spreading more roots through her enterprise. Because it is a business, a club for me.
Yes.
It's a club for me.
I love it.
But it is a business. Sometimes to prepare for the show, I would be there on a Tuesday night, going through people Instagram and the Facebook, and picking up talking points and preparing questions, and putting aside a set of ideas that we don't ever use because we don't have no staff and we don't have no sponsors. But
can the Dalai be a sponsor?
Listen, by all means, it making sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah. We want sponsors not only for for the finance and all of that. That is welcome, but it would be good for for the relationship to be symbiotic, right? For your audience, for their audience and our audience to come together and meld and make the benefits mutual for all those involved. So definitely Dalai Lama could be a sponsor and a partner with the station, because
let's do it.
We have a lot of other shows that go through the channel, and a lot of performers. We have TTNL who do a live thing. Maybe there's a avenue, and I'm sure a lot of the musicians who are assigned to Kello Local Countdown. They had a wonderful show last night. A lot of them would have passed through the Dalai Lama and be familiar with the space. So by all means, and I know you had a I know you all had a you all were ground zero for hip hop beef.
Oh my gosh. Listen to
that chromatics on the grind had to settle.
Yeah.
Was that settled? That was settled, Skipper? The beef? Well, you're right. It was up to the vote.
It was up to the audience. Okay.
Right.
Who did they vote for?
Who they vote for? Scully.
They voted for Scully. Okay.
Right. So, but But Dalai Lama was ground zero.
So I don't have Instagram. I don't have Facebook. I have Twitter, but that's not used as much. And my friend messaged me and she's like, there's someone doing a rap battle in front of Dalai Lama. And I'm like, what?
A rap battle at this video.
I'm like, what? What's happening? So she sends me the link and I'm like, this person is doing an entire diss track and like calls out Dalai Lama. He says something like, you couldn't even pull a crowd at the Dalai Lama, something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this could be either really good or really bad. So I shared to some of my close friends who are great on Instagram and they were all like, no, this is great. This is amazing. Dalai is like a zone of peace. So let's figure out how we're gonna settle the score on this with this rap battle. And I'm like, okay, but you guys picked it up first because I was gonna like do this elaborate post and be like, come to the showdown at the Dalai Lama on XYZ date. Dalai Lama, sorry, on XYZ date.
Wow.
But it happened here at our radio, and I'm very pleased that we were ground zero of a rap battle, and I hope there are more rap battles in the future that start.
It's part of it's part of the where I would say it's part of the discipline of hip hop. It's part of the sport. That is where you have to sharpen your skills on other
MCs.
Exactly,
other MCs.
So
they're both actually quite good. So
listen, I know,
and they're
MZ
young kids.
So. For a while, so it was good to see the pot bubbling up a little bit. I mean, everybody do have to be politically correct and and forward thinking and all that. Come out and spit.
Yeah, it was the second time where I was like, oh no, this is not good. When D'Angelo passed, I was like, okay, it's going to be D'Angelo all month. I'm only going to play it. I'm only going to post about him.
I was down for that.
Yeah, and I hesitated because I was like, crap, I don't want people to be like, why is she forcing black music down our throats? But I regret not doing more to honor this very prolific musician. We just put like a thing in our stories with his song Another Life, which is very beautiful. Yeah. It's on his album Black Messiah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was one of those moments too. So that was the first moment where I was like not trusting my instinct to do it. And I didn't do it, and I lost out on an opportunity to like have people learn about this amazing artist that has influenced a lot of current musicians today.
We could still
do it.
Look at me saying we could still.
Yeah, exactly. He has a birthday coming up. We can honor him on his birthday.
Yeah.
And the rap battle was the second time.
And the next thing is you did honor somebody on their birthday, another inter-outer national, Five Dog.
Yes, I did.
I could remember passing through to the band and his Tribe Called Quest whole night.
Yeah, we played.
What going on here? There's not the rock bar. Actually, that night I came down to for the Erykah Badu anniversary thing.
Yes.
And big up DJ Carbon Copy.
Yeah.
It was Carbon was there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Carbon was like,
we're not doing it tonight.
Not tonight.
Carbon was like, Tribe will play.
Yeah. Tribe had to play. Big up to the Trini Gladiator, man.
Yeah, may rest in peace. Yeah. A lot of Malik. When Malik Taylor died, some radio stations in Trinidad were like, yo, he passed, he was Trinidadian. And I think for some people who are Trini and never engaged with their music, he was very proud of being Trinidadian.
Very.
He was born in Queens, but his parents emigrated from Trinidad. Mm-hmm. He got married to his wife, who's American, in Tobago.
In Tobago, yeah.
He took the entire band to Tobago for his wedding, and they went back several times. Before he died, they went back again.
Jerobi shared that with me. I didn't know that.
You got to meet him?
Gosh, continue with your story.
I can't. You got to meet him?
Yeah, Jerobi is a cool soul, yeah.
He is. Yeah. Makes great tacos.
The Taco Tuesday?
Makes great tacos.
So
we were at the same place getting tacos from Jerobi.
Must
We
have
probably
been.
were.
But yeah, the only well, I didn't meet Fife and I didn't meet Ali.
I met
But-
Ali.
All right.
I met Ali. I
Okay.
met Ali. What's his name? Toure, the music journalist.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah.
He released a book about Prince at Housing Works and had a party, and Ali was DJing. So I was like watching
Right.
Ali DJ right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Fife was really proud of being Trini, and they're the greatest hip hop band to ever exist. It's Tribe, Roots, Outkast, in my opinion.
which is fair.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a fearless escape. Yeah, well, Wu-Tang is for the children.
Well, Wu-Tang's for the babies, of course. They're in their own category, you know. But they're a very important band to me.
I have a personal thing for duos. I like
Yes.
either MC DJ producer duo
Gotcha.
or two MCs as a duo. That is
so
my
you're,
sweet
you're
spot.
Outkast all day. All day.
Outkast. Yeah, the cast boy. I
If
grew
you have
up
not-
with Outkast.
Did you
Like,
watch their Rock and Roll Hall of Fame acceptance speech?
Yeah. No, the speech.
Yes.
Yeah, but the performance, I didn't understand why Dre didn't perform.
I don't know why either. I don't know if it's because he wants people to not associate him with rap for some reason, but I mean, he's still, well, his album got nominated for a Grammy. What is the name of that album?
It's a long name.
Yeah, it's a long name. But I don't know if he just wants people to know him as a flautist now and not as a rapper for some reason. But if you have not watched,
Nah, the acceptance speech was
Yeah,
moving.
watch
and
that
it was
acceptance
it was totally Outkast.
yes, it was very much Outkast. I love the Southern
It
drawl.
was
I love the tears.
perfectly Outkast.
I
Yeah.
love the talking
It
over
was,
time.
It was moving.
It was
was
perfect.
40 something people
Yes.
on the stage, and all of that. Yeah.
It was hip hop. It was Outkast. It was Southern. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're more of an Outkast vibe.
Nah, I'm definitely Outkast.
Yeah.
Funny story is I didn't like Outkast and I didn't know I liked Outkast at the same time.
Okay.
And as a partner of mine, like one of my early brothers, one of my early brothers in the faith of hip hop.
I love it.
One of my
Blessed
early brothers
be.
in the faith, Dion begged me for months. He said, Valdez, listen, I know you like, I done telling you like Outkast already. You just have to listen to
I
them.
love that he
I was
told
like-
you.
I was like, nah, boy. I don't understand what they're saying. Ting. Them the song like the mouth can't open. All of that. And he begged me for months and for months. Dion begged me to listen to Outkast and he begged me to listen to Tupac for months.
Okay.
Tupac for probably a year.
Okay.
And a day, because I didn't grow up with cable, so I never made the connections with who looking like
Right.
who and who video
Right.
is this and that. If I hear the song and I like it, I like it.
Right.
But I'd like Players Ball.
Yes.
Need to raise funds for your next creative project, event, or invention? Or maybe you or a family.
And yeah, we need
staff.
a little donation there. Only.
We need staff.
So
Also volunteers.
yeah, where was I? So I'd like
Players
Players
Ball.
Ball and I'd like Get Up, Get Out, and I'd like Cell Therapy, that was Goody Mob.
Yeah.
So I like Outkast,
Yeah.
but I never made the connection
Oh.
when I saw them on thing, because those videos weren't playing at the time.
Gotcha.
Because it take a little while for hip hop to get on the radio in
Yes.
Trinidad some months after.
Yes.
So the animated video where they was in the turban and the thing, I was like, hey, I like these guys. Who's this? And then the name would come
on
up after. I was
the
like,
video, yeah.
oh, that's Outkast.
I like them. I love them.
Run home one time. Dion, let me get that cassette there. And that was it. So it's been Outkast from that day.
Yeah.
As long as it took, but that was the second album. 80 Aliens was the second album.
Yeah.
And
That album is 30 years old, I think.
listen, Let me do talk the years. I tried very much not to give a timestamp on
No, but
these
saying
things.
it ages like fine wine.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about the bar is how you all manage to transform the space every so often.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween, it was a haunted house.
Yes.
Proper haunted house.
That was wicked.
The sign on the door and all was like, what it was?
It was, I'm sorry, we're dead. So while I would love to take all the credit, we worked with an amazing team called Odds and Anythings. It's led by an amazing woman called Elena Ramutar.
Right.
She
big up.
Yeah, big up Elena. She does special effects makeup for movies, and I met her during the film festival. And I messaged her literally a week and a half maybe before Halloween. I was like, I have no money, I have no ideas, please come decorate my bar. And she was like, I would love to. I did not think she would even be available. And she just like ran with it. She came, she saw the space like with no one in it, and she didn't tell me what she was gonna do necessarily. She like gave me some ideas, right. But like the garbage bags on the ceiling with blood and
listen, I was like,
the skeleton.
They're really going all out here, boy.
Yeah, we loved the spider hanging from the bar. We called him, his name's Frederick, but we were calling him Ronaldo. People were like calling him the name that they felt with the vibe with him. But like the hairy spider over the bar was like a really nice touch hanging from the ceiling.
Everything looks so realistic.
The skeleton climbing the bar.
Yeah.
She did such an amazing job. She actually decorated our place again for Christmas. Yeah. So we have a lot of really cool, crazy lights and a lot of foil stuff around the doors. It looks really pretty. And people love the space.
if you haven't been, just to see the decorations and have a little drink, just take some pictures and everything. It really is well done.
Yeah, we're cooking up some stuff for Valentine's Day, so
oh Lord,
definitely check out Odds and Anything.
Miss me with the Valentine's.
Well, you don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe you might like it.
Whatever it is, I ain't going. Because I hear about this speed dating thing already.
Oh, come on. You're the perfect candidate for it.
I ain't going.
You're single. You are a self-proclaimed bachelor. Why would you not go?
I ain't going.
I'm sure a lot of women watching tonight will be happy to come if you are a participant.
You want the Gandalf? I'll give the Gandalf. You shall not pass. Oh gosh, yeah. So no. I've always been, and it's just 3 months.
It's 3 months. Yeah.
The decoration. Hold on to that, girl. I know I'm telling you.
I have some great ideas. I'm working with this amazing artist, Isaiah, out of Central Trinidad. We're gonna do a mural on a place in the bar.
Right.
Someone's gonna be painting a llama for us. So once those things are starting to like brew, we'll definitely like start posting on our Instagram and like have an unveiling party. Nice.
Things to look forward to.
Yeah.
And speaking of things to look forward to, I know, well, I could say you're a fan of the show.
Yes.
You're a supporter of the show.
Yes.
I appreciate you for that. Sometimes, according to what I have going on, this show will be playing in Dalai Lama on the screen.
I would love, but you should like do a show at the bar. Is that logistically possible?
It's funny you said that.
Okay.
Because I hope Matix do here, but we're not supposed to have a show next week, right?
Yeah.
But I had the idea because of the audience that we have.
Yeah.
A lot of people who are outside of Trinidad tune into the show. Maybe not live all the time, but they actually tune into the show and watch it, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking, don't tell Matix.
I won't tell him.
Right.
I won't tell him.
Olia, don't tell Matix, right? It's between me and Olia.
Yes.
Because I have keys for here. So I was thinking to just come in, go live, and just have people who celebrating Christmas outside, Trinis who celebrating
I love
Christmas
that.
outside of Trinidad to just call in. Show you're making your sorrel
Yes.
or your thing cake or where. I mean, do the videos from now because you're preparing and you're seasoning up your
that's
thing.
a great idea.
Because you're outside, so you're seasoning your meat, right?
Yes.
So,
yes.
so
Essential.
do the thing with the family coming over and all your cooking and the children running around and calling to the station. We could put up we have a station phone. You could call in on WhatsApp. You could call in on, I guess, Zoom or wherever. I go try and figure it out because we are no sponsors, we are no staff. Remember, donate 68 for contributions.
Volunteer.
And we might be open for some interns very soon as well. So listen, to Hotel Matics. Right?
That's not Matix you hear talking right now.
That is not Matics. That is Skipper.
That's Skipper.
It's Gilligan and that is Skipper. But don't tell Matics that we're going and have a show next week.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So we'll clip up that.
Yes.
We'll make that into a clip. It's an open invitation. Anybody, any Trini outside of Trinidad and Tobago, you want to call in, you want to big up your family and your friends, you want to tell somebody the year almost done, they had to pay you back the money they owe you, wherever it is. Right?
It's a format for anything.
Wherever it is, we open next week.
We live.
Next week, Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 8. We could go later because it ain't having no zest. So, call in. I'll put it up on Instagram and you go tell me if all you like the idea. By Monday, we go tabulate and see if people really interested.
Okay.
And we go run it for Wednesday next week. But whatever you do, don't tell Matics.
Don't tell
right?
Matics.
So back to the interview.
Yes. Are you considering time difference though with the 6 to 8?
6 to 8 Trini time, which is time in Trinidad, not Trini time. Right?
I just wanted to be sure.
So don't crawl in.
I wanted to be sure.
Don't crawl in 7:45 and be like, hey, all you're still doing the thing or? Nah, we ain't doing that. Right? So, and speaking of which, right now, people crawling in because we have the midweek zest.
Oh.
It's probably the last one for the year. But remember,
don't tell.
We might transfer over into this zest time. But so thank you for coming, my dear.
This was so much fun.
Listen, I remember on the promo thing, I say we rolling the dice, right?
Yeah.
There's episode lucky number 7.
Yeah.
Right?
This was great.
I'm glad I get this opportunity to talk to you. I mean, it was coming, but I'm glad we get to do it now.
Thank you so much.
I hope we between our radio, this show maybe, and Dalai Lama, that there's a symbiotic relationship. And what I really want to come out of this experience is a community, right? I real big on community.
Yeah.
I know as much as I might, want to do things on my own and by myself, whatever. No man is an island, right? And we could only do so much better if we help each other along the way.
Absolutely.
And, and lend our strengths to each other. So, I'm glad it's you who take over.
Thanks.
I'm glad it's you who take over. Remember, you also, as a fan of the show, you just do your interview, so you have your outer view to do.
Yes.
So whenever you're outside doing your thing, just call in and
I will call in.
We will touch base and make sure things running smooth.
Thank you to you.
Speaking of running smooth, we have to run out of here.
Yes.
The hosts for the next show are here and they need the time to set up and everything. And guys,
I'm sad.
And we give each other space in community.
Yes, so we do.
Next week, remember next week, we ain't having a show, but we go thing up next week, right?
6 to 8.
6 to 8 Trini time. That is time in Trinidad, not Trini time.
Trini time.
So right. So we gone. Tambran, Tambran
Big up
House.
Tambran House.
Thank you very much for the
It was delicious.
for the soil sangria.
Big up Dalai Lama.
We have a little. Yeah. Skipper, you inside. We have a little thing to go there. Yannick, thank you very much for saving that bottle for me. You saved the show actually, because I wasn't going to have no dry line with a bottle.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you,
Thank you,
darling. Thank you for
Chromatics.
coming.
Thank you, Valdez.
All
Thank
right,
you for
later on,
everybody
yeah.
for
And we
listening.
might see you here next